Welcome to the Morning Mindset Podcast with me, Craig Skelton. Every day we kick off your morning with positivity, actionable insights, and the motivation you need to conquer the day ahead. Whether you're looking to develop a positive mindset, a habit of persistence, or simply starting your day on the right foot, this podcast is your daily dose of inspirational and practical advice. And today we're getting into a topic that many of us struggle with, which is breaking free from our phones during the final moments of our day. I talked about it last week on the podcast. I've done it before about starting your day and not touching your phone for the first 30 minutes a day and the benefits of that. Today I wanted to look at the end of the day as well, because it's a habit that most of us are guilty of, scrolling through social media, checking emails, or just getting lost in the endless sea of information right before we go to sleep. Today I wanted to talk about that and why that habit might be one of the worst things that you can do for your mind, your body, and your overall well-being. I'm going to share the reasons why you should avoid your phone during the last 30 minutes a day and the benefits that you will get from not touching your phone at the end of the day if you can commit to this simple change. We live in a world where we're constantly connected. Our phones are the last thing we see before we close our eyes at night, and the first thing that we see and the first thing we reach for when we wake up in the morning. They become like an extension of ourselves, a gateway to the world, and a way to stay in touch with everything that's happening around us. But as useful as these devices are, they also have a dark side as well, especially when it comes to your mental health and your sleep. Now, the first thing is blue light exposure, which you've probably heard about blue light exposure before, but you might not be fully aware of the impact. The screens on our phones emit a type of light that mimics daylight. This blue light can trick our brains into thinking it's something that is still daytime, and it suppresses the production of melatonin, which is the hormone that signals to our body that it's time to sleep. When you check your phone right before you go to bed, you're telling your brain that it's to stay alert and awake. This sort of leads to difficulty falling asleep and also as well poor sleep quality. Ultimately, when we wake up the following morning, we feel less rested than we should. A good night's sleep is crucial for our overall health, mood, and productivity. What are the benefits? So by avoiding your phone in the last 30 minutes of your day, you're giving your body a chance to wind down naturally. You're allowing the brain to produce melatonin and prepare for restful sleep. And over time, this simple shift can lead to better sleep, better energy the following morning, and improved mental clarity throughout the day. The second reason is mental unwinding and relaxation. So let's consider the mental aspect of this. Our phones are constantly bombarding us with information, news updates, social media notifications, work emails, and messages from friends and families. There's so much to process, especially right before bed, when our mind should be unwinding and not gearing up. They should be gearing down. So when you put your phone away 30 minutes before sleep, you give your mind a chance to relax and to process the day instead of being flooded with new information or potential stress things as well. You can reflect on your day, focus on your breathing, or just engage in calming activities like reading a book or journaling as well. Imagine what it would be like to end the day with a sense of peace rather than anxiety about the latest news or stressing about work emails. So by disconnecting from your phone, you're creating a space for mental clarity and relaxation. You're allowing your brain to shift into a far more restful state, which in turn can improve your sleep quality and your overall sense of well-being. The third reason is emotional well-being and connection. So let's look at emotional impact of nightly phone habits. Social media can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it keeps us connected to other people. On the other hand, it can lead to feelings of inadequacy, loneliness, or anxiety, especially when you're mindlessly scrolling through your phone just before bed. The last thing before you close your eyes often sets the tone for your sleep and can influence your dreams and how you feel when you wake up. If the last thing is a stressful news headline or a post that triggers some feelings of comparison, these emotions will carry over into your sleep. which has an impact on your mood and your mental health. And by choosing to disconnect from your phone, you're choosing to protect your emotional well-being. You're giving yourself the gift of a peaceful transition into sleep, free from negative influences that otherwise might affect your rest. You're also allowing yourself to connect more deeply with your thoughts, feelings, and even the people physically around you rather than the digital world. The reason for is that it will strengthen real life relationships. We often spend the entire day focused on work or chores and responsibilities, only to find that the evenings is our only real opportunity to connect with loved ones. And yet, how often do we find that, or often do we let phones steal that precious time? Whether you're living with a partner, a family, or even just spending time with yourself, the last 30 minutes of your day can be a powerful time to reconnect. And without the distraction of your phone, you can engage in meaningful conversations, share any thoughts, or just simply enjoy each other's presence. And for those that are single or living alone, this time can be a chance to reconnect with yourself, journaling, reading, or reflecting on the day's events without the distractions of your phone can foster a deeper understanding and appreciation of your own thoughts and your own feelings. You'll end your day feeling far more connected and less isolated, which will lead to greater happiness and greater contentment. And the fifth reason is building a healthier sleep routine. Let's consider the power of routine. Our bodies and minds thrive on consistency. When we create a bedtime routine that doesn't involve phones, we're signaling to our brains that this is time to wind down right now. This routine could involve activities like reading or just simply sitting in silence. By making this habit, you're training your body to recognize these activities as the precursor to sleep. And then over time, this can help you fall asleep faster and enjoy a deeper sleep. And the result of that, a healthier, more consistent sleep pattern that leaves you feeling more rested and ready to tackle the day ahead. It all starts with those last 30 minutes before your bed, choosing to spend them in ways that nourish your mind, your body, and your soul. So let's just recap. By putting your phone away during the last 30 minutes of your day, you're allowing your body to produce melatonin and prepare yourself for sleep. You're giving your mind a chance to relax, unwind, protecting your emotional well-being and strengthen your relationships. You're also building a healthier sleep routine that will benefit you in countless ways. It's just a small change, but it's one that can have a profound impact on your life. So tonight, I just challenge you to think about it. Put your phone away, focus on the people around you and see just how it feels. You might be surprised how much better you sleep, how much better your nights are, and the better the following day. Remember, it's often the small habits that make the biggest difference. So take this step towards a healthier, more intentional life, sleep well, and wake up better and with better purpose. Have an amazing day, stay motivated, stay focused, stay positive, and run your own race.